What's up, guys? Welcome back for another video. This is going to be a look at a Boker Plus. Can you tell what it is? Well, of course you can, because it's in the title and thumbnail. But this is a special knife to me. It's a knife that I've wanted for a long time. The Boker Kwaiken. I recently picked this up on Blade Forums used. This is the Kwaiken Orange. It has long since been discontinued. And this is actually the version that I wanted too, at least the color that I wanted when I first saw these. This is the non-flipper version. Initially, when I had the opportunity to grab this on Blade Forums secondhand, I was a little concerned of whether or not I would enjoy the non-flipper version as much as the flipper version. However, I can say I'm glad this is the version that I ended up getting. I think the aesthetic on this is better. The lines are cleaner. I just like the overall shape and design without the little flipper tab protruding here. The ambidextrous thumb stud works just as well. And the knife rides on IKBS bearings, so it just comes out butter smooth. When I got this, I took it apart, cleaned it, lubed it up. And if you've never taken apart a IKBS bearing knife, maybe you shouldn't. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. I'm used to caged bearing systems, which is a lot easier to deal with because you don't have loose bearings. But the typical IKBS system is just loose bearings that sit into a recess either in the liner or in the blade, and you have to get it just right. You have to put enough grease or oil in that recess to kind of get them sticky to make sure that they stay in place while you're reconstructing it. If you take it apart and forget that they're there, and you lose them all, and then you got to go find them, you got to clean them, and then you got to put it back together. It's a good way to spend 3 hours. So back to the knife. It's a great knife. It's a great user knife. Well made. It's a Boker Plus. As I stated, this is the G10 orange scaled version without the flipper. The blade length on this is 3.54 inches. It's got that awesome Kwaiken blade shape designed by lucasfinley. Overall length is 8.39 inches. This one is in Aus 8 steel. Down here, you can see the blade steel marking there. Here you can see the Boker Plus logo. On the flip side, you'll see the IKBS bearing logo there, as well as the maker's mark. And you can see that the thumb disc has some nice knurling on both sides, which gives you a nice grip on it when you're trying to flip the knife out. And I'll tell you, this thing is just buttery smooth. It's awesome. I don't miss the flipper at all. It's just absolutely fun to play with. The lockup on this one is pretty late. I imagine it's been used quite a bit, so it kind of goes quite far into the blade there. But blade play is minimal. I like the design of the pocket clip. Personally, I would have preferred it to have been a little bit higher up so it could be a deeper carry. But obviously they couldn't do that because of the choice to put this large hole in the back there for a lanyard. Which, I mean, if you run a lanyard on this, then obviously that's a good thing to have, and it's nice and big too, so you can put a big thick piece of paracord through there. I do like, as I said, I do like the style of the pocket clip. Wish it was mounted up a little bit higher, and I will say it is incredibly stiff. It is super stiff. It's actually kind of hard to get onto some fabric, like a thicker denim for jeans. It's a little bit tough. You've got full steel liners here on both sides. Very, very minimal milling on the inside. In fact, I would say no milling other than for the cutout here to put tension on the liner lock. So it does have some heft. It's about 4.16 ounces overall. You've got this tiny, I believe probably black G10 back spacer here that runs for about an inch on the extreme end over here. I like the way that the G10 scales kind of don't cover the entirety of the liner, so you have kind of this steel edge that goes around on both sides. Definitely like that. As I stated, the action on this is just absolutely buttery smooth. Alright, comparison time. Benchmade Triage, Spyderco Paramilitary 3. So you can see it's about the same length as the Benchmade Triage, a little bit longer than the paracord, or the paracord, this Spyder Paramilitary 3 with a paracord lanyard here. Obviously much thinner than both of those knives, but as far as length goes, it's a little bit longer than the Para 3 and about the same length as the Benchmade Triage. So it's a good carry size. Quite honestly, I don't think you're going to think it's too large. And the fact that the knife itself is actually pretty narrow, sort of like pencil thin. It doesn't have a huge presence in the pocket. And you know, if nothing else, the pocket clip being a little bit deeper down the knife is going to give you a better purchase on it, pulling it out of the pants, which you're going to definitely need because, as I stated, the pocket clip is a little stiff. So that is a look at the Boker Kwaiken. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or questions, just leave them below. Please like the video, subscribe for more to come. Thank you.